for all you have while you pursue all you want. Be grateful for all you have while you still look out for all that you still want God to do for you. Thank God it's Friday. It's a beautiful morning, and the weather is cool, calm, and collected. So how well are you ready for this Friday? I believe it's going to be a splendid Friday for you and I, if only we continue to pursue those things that will be, of joy to us and people around us. My name is Olori Adejoke Adomi David. My friends call me Olori AJ, and the program is Family and Values on Galaxy Television, always reaching for the stars. I was your night. The rain yesterday, Kuluk temper. I just tried to doze down, so many things, and many people got home late yesterday. But thank God we're alive to see another day, and thank God you and I have to be on our feet even to go out to seek what we will live on, what will sustain us, what will sustain our family, what will sustain us personally, even as we grow, to become a man or woman in somebody's house, in your own house, all together. To God be the glory. I'm not here alone because this beautiful girl is sitting right next to me. Yes, I was telling people, don't call me Golden Mama. I'm not Mama. I'm not talking about Gen Z now. I'm just saying that I'm still that young girl that you see. It's not about the number, it's about the heart. My heart still tells me I'm young, and I'm going to keep on looking and gracefully glorifying God in that manner. Even though Joy is younger than me.
Mama Gen Z, that's just how I'm going to introduce you this morning.
Today is Friday, so I want to flex myself.
Yes. So
nobody should tell me.
I'm putting you in the Mama Gen Z shoes this Friday because it's Friday and we are going to be rocking it down.
Thank God it's Friday. Don't mind
thank God it's Friday. I'm always excited when it's Friday. Reason being that I get to be home, yes, and I'm away from the traffic, the early morning horn, the abusive words drivers will be using on each other because the roads are trying to be crowded. So I'm always excited when it's Friday. Welcome to Family and Values. My name is Joy, and yes, we are going to be enjoying the Friday. The rain is today. It's something that I don't want to even think about it. But yeah, I woke up this morning a bit jittery, a bit cold. So if you're like me that is cold, cover yourself and take that hot cup of coffee. Ooh. You need it this morning. Trust me, you do, to keep the body warm and keep going. True. The rainy seasons are here. Please protect your children. Keep them covered. You never can tell when the rain will start. Just put their cardigans inside their bags, put their raincoats. The rain can meet them anywhere at any point in time so that they get themselves covered and prepared for the rainy season, and then get them in lots of vitamin C. You can do fruits, you can do the drug, just get it. At this point they need a lot of it to boost their immune system so that they can fight a lot of allergies that will be coming out with this period. Yes, they'll be down with catarrh, cold, here and there. We've talked about having first aid box in your house. Have those little things, paracetamol, those vitamins, those little things that you can administer as emergency, just in case they come up with cold much later at night where the weather is always very cold. Please, I know mothers, we don't sleep that deep, but always wake up to check on your kids, their sleeping position, make sure they are properly covered, because this period, that's all you need for them right now, to checkmate them and make sure that they're in good health so that they don't break down. Okay, so on my way to work this morning, I saw something that actually caught my attention around, I think, Caterpillar Road. I saw this woman selling food beside the gutter. And she was in between. This is the gutter, and there was a lot of waste, and I saw people standing there eating. I saw school pupils, I saw students, and that was what got my attention. It wasn't about the adults, it was the students I saw actually buying that food. And I didn't know when I said it out, and all the commuters were just, I'm like, why would she be selling, please, if you're a food vendor, your environment where you sell your food is very important so that we avoid pandemic, especially for the kids, the students, the pupils. Those are my concerns. Please, how can you be selling food by the gutter? For me, I was like, where is the local government? What are they doing? The person because I learned she's actually paying for that space, and I'm wondering,
of course she pays.
You that is collecting money, what are you thinking? So please, food vendors, let's watch out where we sell our food, because this period there's going to be a lot of food poisoning, because the flies, the environment, the rains, everything is here.
Not
so
just
please,
this
let's be
period.
careful. Yeah.
There has always been food poisoning before now, from the beginning of this year. And every time there will be food poisoning when you don't take cognizance of the environment you sit down to eat when you have a food vendor.
Like,
Even if you're going to buy it and take it away, it's still not safe. It's still in the same area
you need
of
to see
unhealthy
gutter.
environment. And another thing is, you know, even though the government has said every environment should be well cleaned on Thursday, the only time they do it is maybe night, Wednesday night, and on Thursday they come back again by 10 a.m. and everybody start displaying their wares. But the long and the short of it is this. I think it's time for us to bring in some of our health personnel from Lagos State to come and talk about things like this, because it will help. And parents, don't just give them money. You can prepare that meal at night, warm it in the morning, and tell them to take it to school, or tell them to eat it before leaving home. Because if they don't eat it at home, they will still go outside, find time to eat it. So why not create that atmosphere? Put it in a disposable pack that you know they don't need to bring it back home, and they take it to school, whether they are secondary school or primary school. It's very important, very, very important. And like she said, the rainy seasons are here. How well are we cleaning our environment? I've always mentioned that. The weeds, the grasses, everywhere. There was a time in Lagos State where we have environmental sanitation. In short, it made Lagos State one of the top notch. Like I always say, Lagos is the first, the smallest, the oldest, the richest, most populous, most industrious, and is a city of entertainment. So as much as we're hospitable and is the city of entertainment where people want to come and bring their business, it's a cosmopolitan state. We need to inculcate these things back on our own. We don't need to wait for the government, do we? If I fall sick now, ask the governor to come and carry me to the hospital. Please, let's do the needful. That is why you have family and values, to always remind us of this. No one is perfect. We always need to work towards that perfection. And on that note, we start family and values this morning as we go for our mini feature, because our guest is right here. It's all about the youth this morning. And please, if you're a youth, we want to know what you want. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Yes, it's all about the youth this morning. Like I said, it's time for you to call your friends, join us on our Facebook page, on our X, and also on our YouTube page. It's time for you to speak. Speak, say something. You know something. You have something to say. Okay, we want to hear it. This is the moment, this is the time. And we are not just going to say it alone. We have brought someone who is also in that euphoria of age and pattern that we call the youth. And this morning I have Adesegun Omoyemi Ayodele. We call him McCoy. He's a music director, a songwriter. He's also someone who is into cyber security enthusiast. And what else do you want me to say? He's complete. And he's also a project manager. So if you have any project you want to run. You see, the youth, you cannot just remove certain things from them. When it comes to IT, digital, technology, they are so vast, so intelligent, so smart, and they want to exhibit it in everything they do. Whether it be business, their profession, their career, their talent, their motivation. They want to bring it in. And that's why we want to hear from you this morning. Our topic is, what do you want as a youth? Yes, they don't give us a voice. They don't allow us to speak. Our parents are always, because they're older than us, they always want to overshadow us. They always tell us to keep quiet. You are just a child of yesterday. Now, today is the day. You are not a child of yesterday, but you're a child of today and tomorrow, even when you grow up. As long as your parents are still existing and still living, you're always a child. They can put you on their laps. They always want to look out for your well-being. And that's why today we want to know what you want as a youth. So, Praise, I have McCoy right here.
Thank Thank you so much for having me.
It's so good.
It's
He's in Agbada, forget. This one is married. You know those young youths that you see? This one is a responsible
Let
youth.
me look at what I'll collect
Now
from
the
him.
cap.
Calm down.
Now the cap, me.
I've been thinking all through what I'm going to collect from
I
this
can't
youth.
see. What do you
I've
want
not
to collect?
seen first,
Maybe
but
you
don't
take
worry.
the mic.
Don't worry, I'll get something. I'll get something.
Yes,
But
you'll
by the
get
time the show
something.
is over, I'll definitely get something. Good morning.
Good
Welcome.
morning.
Good
It's so
morning,
good to
ma.
have you this morning.
Yeah, thank you for having me, ma.
Thank you for finding time to be here. I know you're a busy, very busy person, but we're so grateful you're here.
I'm grateful. It's a privilege to be here.
I love
Okay,
the fact
so-
that you're a cybersecurity enthusiasm, so we are coming to that, and don't worry.
Okay, so as a youth, what do you think a youth should be? Who is a youth to you?
Okay. Personally, I will try to answer your question to also speak for this out there and not be too personal about myself. So, a youth, talking about a youth, I think a youth is defined by age and by strength. I don't know if I'm there to say this, but
Go on.
the scripture said the glory of this is in their strength. So I believe that a youth is defined by their strength and age. So maybe from age, personally I'll say from age 18 to maybe 37, 40. So there are some organizations now that are still bringing what we call the young adults.
Yeah.
So they are young adults, but we're still all youth. Yeah. So I think that.
Okay, I love the definition you gave. You said from age 18, 40, so you kind of classify this set of people.
Yeah.
So for the sake of today's topic, we'll be dealing with that set of people.
Okay.
Now, you're a young youth who have done pretty well for yourself by God's grace, and I'm sure you've been in that cycle where you see other youths trying to navigate life.
Yeah.
Now, what most conversations you have with them, I'm sure they will tell you, oh, I don't have the opportunity, I don't have someone that will take me there. Now, do you think that the youth have not had the opportunity to leverage on, or they have not gotten the right channels to actually approach when it comes to what youth want?
I feel it's true. I feel it's actually true to a large extent.
Okay.
We live in a world where you can't do this on your own. You can't do things on your own. No matter the profession, the career you have chosen for yourself, you still need someone out there to help you, to create that platform, to create that channel, as you put it, for you. So they are there. Those channels and platforms are there. But to get there it's been a kind of struggle. But I think that's where you doing what you love comes in. You doing where your passion is. Personally, what I enjoy doing most is music.
Okay.
So it was just recently, like a few months ago, that I transitioned into tech IT. So, but what drives you also matters. Yeah. So if you want to get there, by all means, you seem to be frustrated when it's not coming as you want
You
it.
want it.
Yeah. So that's where patience also comes in. So do what you love and be patient. Yeah.
Do what love and be patient. I want to ask, many of our youth it's been said, you said the strength of a youth is not applied because the fact that they're young, they want to exhibit, all the power, the fire in them,
That's why we are
push it out because they're youth and they don't want any time to pass them by.
Yeah.
Now, do you think there's anything wrong in this? And if there's nothing wrong with it, how exactly are they supposed to push this, exhibiting this beautiful talent, knowledge, the strength God has given to them? How well do you think they need to push it out? Because we're not just talking about those who are Christians or Muslims who understand what it means to know God. We're talking about youths generally. So how are they supposed to exhibit this talent, this great strength God has given to them? Anyhow, any way, how?
Okay. Firstly, I would say it's not wrong for you to exhibit what you have inside you. It is not wrong. It's that time. It's that time. We are in that time where we want to explore, where we want to do. I mean, exhibit everything we have in us. So it's there's nothing wrong in it. But I just feel that whatever we do needs to be guided by discipline. So I think that's where most of us are missing it. Most of us are missing it. I am also still in the learning process. I mean, I make mistakes. So I mean, I mess up. I still mess up big time. But when such things happen, retracing your step back and doing that which is right, as much as you want to deploy everything you have in you, still be guided with discipline in everything you do. So I think that answers.
Okay, now I would love to ask my question, but let's go on our break. When we come back, I'll definitely ask that question. Don't worry.
All right.
Let's come this break. We'll be right back. Back is to Family and Values. I'm speaking with McCoy is Adesegun Omoyeni Ayodele, and it's time for Joy to ask a question.
Yes, I want to ask a question that is our topic. What do youth really want? So what do you people want? I'm sure you've heard your friends, we want this week. What do you people want? Talk to us. Let's hear you. What do you people want as youth? Don't mind me, I'm still a youth too, but yeah.
I said you will say, what do we want, please?
What do the youth want? Let's put it that way. What do the youth want? Okay, what do we want? Answer us.
Okay, I think before I answer that, I would love to say there are, personally, I feel there are 3 categories of youth. So number one are the ones that they want to have fun.
Okay.
Just want to
the fun seekers.
Exactly. They just want to explore. They want to make the mistakes and learn on their own. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not all of us that likes
Serious.
this is how you have to do it. This is how you have to
book.
Exactly.
You know?
So we want to make our mistakes without interference and learn from them. And there are some that are they are driven by, I mean, they are the serious ones. But whichever way, we are driven by a vision. There's something we just want to achieve at the end of everything. Where the third category are those that actually want to have a vision, they want to achieve something, they are serious, but still they mix it with pleasure. Yeah. So there are people like that. Those are the 3 categories. So what we really want is I think that question is relative. If you ask me right now, I would say what I want the most right now is just peaceful family, good energy around me, and progress on all sides. So some youths might say they just want to travel, have fun, but I think generally what we want is just security. Security for our future, for our friends and family. We want to be able to sleep with our eyes closed and knowing that by the time we wake tomorrow, things are still working. Things will continue to work well. So we want to explore. I mean, it's that we can't take that, but even the serious ones still want to explore. We still want to do things. We want to try new things, and it is important that our parents know that we want to make these mistakes on our own and correct them on our own. Yeah.
I like
You want to make the mistake and correct it.
It is interesting to know this. I'm learning.
Learn from us.
I'm learning. I'm learning. They want
Learn
to make
from
their
us.
mistakes
Yes,
and correct themselves. Okay. Now, McCoy, you just brought something to me now. Because when you have this youth around you, I love to be in the midst of youths. And when it now comes to you, you know, being a mother and having youth as your children, you know, sometimes it look like maybe you don't understand them. But I love the fact that you mentioned something, that you want our parents, your parents, to know that you want to make mistakes and correct them yourself. Now, there are some of these youths who left home because they can't stand the fact that their parents are not making it easy for them, or they make them to grow, you know, and become a responsibility to what the parents are supposed to be responsible for. What do you think such parents should do? And how should those sets of youths, you know, pass the message across, especially when they are making them to become responsible at a time when they are supposed to, you know, to still be growing. They become adults before you know it. What? Speak on their behalf to the parents now.
Okay, so I would say I grew up with grandparents, not my parents. So since age 1.
Okay.
So and if there's anything that I appreciate them for is they gave me that room to make my mistakes. So I'm this kind of person. I mean, when I was in secondary school, every Saturday my house is just like a party, and mostly they are females that will come around to come and have fun, play, cook in my house, we eat. So when I finished secondary school and I wanted to leave the house, they supported it. So immediately I stopped living with them. Immediately I finished secondary school. So it's inside in the same town, but I moved to a friend's place who at that time of blessed memory now though was staying alone. So we moved in together, and we wanted to find our own
That
way.
Independence,
The
that
freedom.
freedom that you are
Exactly.
now, you're not old enough to
Yeah,
be able to be
but it is important that I sounded as a note of one that I never misused the opportunity. I never misused it. So, but to our parents, I think I could have been in the house, even despite the fact that I knew they would allow me to still do my own thing in the house. So, the world is changing. Our parents need to know that the way they were brought up, it just won't work now. It won't work. It won't work. I'm not saying they can't correct us.
Yeah.
They can't correct. I mean, they are parents.
Yeah.
And they have that responsibility to guide us through everything. But I think it shouldn't be get to a point where you have to impose anything on us.
Impose it.
You don't. We even a child, a 4-year-old boy, does not want to be intimidated. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. You can't say because you are my father or you're my mother, I must do what you want. Maybe it worked in the 90s, but it won't work anymore now. So that's why we'll have children doing one thing when they're at home. When they get to school in the university,
They are
Something
doing a
else.
Doing
different
something
thing
else.
entirely. They are doing
Doing
a different
something
thing
else.
entirely.
So I have an aunt who will always tell a younger, as at then maybe 12-year-old or 13-year-old daughter that if you have a boyfriend, bring him home. To us that time, it sounded like she was too
Indulging the girl into immorality.
But actually, we found that today there's literally nothing the girl wants to do that she won't tell the mother. So, and she's been able to guide her all through till now. Yeah. So, guide us. Fine. We want to drink from your well of wisdom as a parent, but we don't want you to impose your philosophy on us.
philosophy.
Yeah. So what worked for you might not work for us.
Okay, I love the fact that you said you want to drink from the wealth of your parents' knowledge. And for some of us who are still, the truth is, in as much as you try to run away from these things, you always have the parental influence.
Yeah.
It's just for a few youths that seem to like break out and just close that channel. Like, I don't just want to listen.
Oh.
But every youth out there truly wants to listen. Like just what you say, do not impose.
Yeah.
So come in like a partner. So it's not a case of you must. It's a case of let's look at it this way. Even God said, come, let's reason together. God does not impose this thing on us.
Yeah.
He gives you options.
Yeah.
So automatically what youths are looking for are options. Give them chances to make choices.
Yeah.
Now let's come to the circle of youths that believe like it's my life. This is what I want. This is how I want to channel it. Even when the parents know that this road will lead you into danger. You said something that you never misused the opportunity. We have a lot of youths today that have misused opportunities given to them.
Yeah.
And it's so painful that as a parent you see that this thing will lead you into trouble, and the child is so adamant, doesn't want to listen. Now we are trying to raise that this generation is having those sets of youth. Let's go to those social media youths, those ones that have used social media as a cover for a lot of things. You see cyberbullying, and when you go to comments, majority of them are youths. By the time you go to their profiles, and you're asking yourselves, where did we get here? At what point did we get? So those class of youths that have decided to use social media as a cover for laxity, as a cover to refuse wisdom, how do we address them, retrace them back to their steps?
I didn't see that question coming. Okay. Personally, I when I see things like that, I hardly comment on anything or any post. Even on my own post on social media, when I post and I have a lot of comments, I hardly reply. Because maybe because of my upbringing, social media is not really my thing. In fact, my social media handles, I had to hand them over to someone, a friend, to help me post. So when he posts, fine. If he does not post, because I don't. But when I have the opportunity to go online, I see those things. I mean, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. You see someone dragging this one, saying this, that, and it's heartbreaking for us. So how do we correct that? Really, I think I don't know if my answer will be correct, but I think we've really lost it. We've really lost it in that aspect. I think the sane ones have to start from the scratch, teaching their own children how to handle these things. What social media is really meant to be, and not what we are saying now. Because I mean, how do you correct someone that is dragging for example, position or a pastor and is making money from it? How do you correct that you're doing the wrong thing because it's fetching him or her money? Yeah, how do you correct someone who is exposing herself on social media and it's paying her?
But they see it as an opportunity for them to have more likes, more followers,
Yeah,
controversial
How do you
issues.
correct them?
So to them, they are not looking at the correction. They don't even want the correction.
They don't
At
want
all.
it.
All they want is for them to be loud, to be seen, to
Exactly.
be heard, to be known,
That's
to
what's
have more,
driving us.
more.
That's what's driving us.
So why should that be a drive? Why do you think that should be a drive for them? Be free. Speak your mind.
Yes, I think you've answered that question. Why is it that why is the drive for them is because you want to be seen, you want to be heard, you want to be, in quotes, a celebrity. So it's not everyone that will be like me that I will, even though I have, for example, been a music person, and I have a lot of people that I know that I can speak to that will put me out there. It's nobody that will be like me, that will be like, if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Yeah, so what drives us different things. Different things. So that's why I said that. Personally, I feel that this youth, this generation, when it comes to this social media thing, we've lost it. So we can only go back to people like us. People like us, them, yeah, because I'm saying.
Because you are saying, yes, you are saying.
Because
yes,
I'm saying.
You are. No,
so people
you
like
are.
us train up our children in the way they should go, so that when they grow up, they won't depart. Because I don't think someone of my age now that is doing all these things on social media can be corrected, except God Himself speaks to them.
Okay,
So.
now let me ask this: as a husband, as a father, as a son, as a brother, as an uncle, what else again? As all this, what is your motivation? What do you intend to bring out so people will look onto you, will look to you, look up to you, that, oh, McCoy, I like that guy, yeah, I like this about, yeah, nobody's perfect, but
Yeah, definitely.
what do you have to give? Because you gave us 3 categories of youth: the fun seekers, those who want to make mistakes, and those who are serious, those who want to also project in their profession or their career and still want to have pleasure. So what do you intend to bring out to the public, to people who are growing up? You have a lot of people with MM Praise, and you go through a whole lot of youth activity and all that.
Yes.
What do you want to give? If you have an opportunity in a day to represent the youth, what would you want to do?
I would say simplicity. If there's anything I know about myself, is simplicity. I mean, I'm not saying don't be. How will I put it? I'm not saying don't put out your energy, but personally, the kind of person I am, I love to take things easy and simple. And if I am to be a mentor to all the youths, for example, to all the youth, I mean, one thing I know that they will be able to take from me is simplicity. I love simplicity. In any situation, I love to be calm and analyze the whole situation before I talk. We are always, our youth these days are always quick to respond. They're always quick to respond, and it has gotten us to where we are. So, yeah, so learn to listen more and less of response.
Joy.
Okay, now I'm going to take you from the marital aspect. When I saw your profile, I didn't know you were married, but now I know that you're married. But then I'm going to ask you, there are a lot of youths in your age range that are not married yet. But how has marriage been? How have you? Because the reason being that they see marriage like, it's a bondage. I don't want to step in. No, I want to enjoy it. Some are still feeling, I'm sure they'll be telling you, oh boy, you try, why did you rush into? They feel like, why with all this? Now, how have you been able to navigate your marriage as a youth? With the kind of portfolio you're handling, you meet a lot of ladies, but how have you been able to manage that institute called marriage?
If I'm to be sincere, I would say, because my marriage will still just be 3 years in August.
3 years is still something.
So
We have people that have got married 6 months and they break up.
We've been through a lot. I've made mistakes. She has made ours, and there's marriage is not a bondage. It is not a bondage.
Love that.
It is it's a good thing. It's not a bed of roses, I could say. Even roses have thorns in them.
Yes, so roses have
so
thorns.
even if it is
People don't know that when you go to plug, you take the roses and leave the thorns. Roses have thorns in them.
Exactly. So it is. I mean, there's been ups and downs, storms here and there, but marriage is just two people going into a union and with the determination that no matter what comes our way, this thing must work.
This thing must work. I love that.
Yeah, this thing must work. So if you have that at the back of your mind, that no matter what comes our way, you're sticking together. We are making this work, then it will work. So if you have that determination, it will work, because definitely you will see things that will piss you off. I mean, you will hear things that will make you mad, even about your partner. I mean, there are people out there that are not okay with the fact that you're even married in the first place, and they want to do everything to make sure that it scatters. So, but in everything, if you are ready to hold each other's hand and make it work, it will.
Okay, you make it work
that.
and it will. I want to say a big thank you. One word to our youths and our viewers out there. Just one word in 30 seconds.
Okay.
Parting words.
Okay. So I would say what I enjoy telling my people is give yourself to learning. Give yourself to learning every time. Don't ever at any point in your life think you arrived. Don't ever at any point think you know it all.
Give yourself to learning. Don't ever think you know it. Even
all.
when you have arrived, use your sixth sense. Use it well and be principled about it. Okay, so I want to say a big thank you to you from Galactic Television and Visual Industries Limited. Want to say a big thank you. It's so small, but please, it's the token from us.
Thank you.
We appreciate your coming, and we're not taking it for granted.
Thank you.
It's been another wonderful moment here on Family and Values, and I tell you, it's been a wonderful week. Celebration continues. To me, the whole of June is my celebration. I want to say a big thank you to everyone who has wished me well. I got another gift yesterday. Gifts still flood in. So if you still want to give me a gift, it's still my month. I start the month now. June 4, so give me grace and send your gifts. As you send the gifts, the Lord will continue to send you special package beyond your imagination, even where you're not seeing it. I want to say thank you to my family, my children, my husband. Thank you to everyone who has loved me, to have wished me, even to McCoy. Shadi Oshba, thank you. Thank you to our president. Thank you to Mr. Adiwale, Mr. Taslim, Mr. Jolly, the whole of Galaxy family. I love you. I appreciate you all. And this week has been a wonderful week, and I'm not taking it for granted. Love you, and to all of you, those who have wished me happy birthday on all my pages, even on Galaxy page, thank you, I love you. And God will surprise you and surround you with people that will always be there just to make you happy. You know, that is the God we serve. Joy.
You did not add assistant celebrant.
Oh!
Don't worry.
The assistant celebrant too. I have said thank you to everybody, so I believe she's part of it. Joy, you know I love you. Joy, Jamila Tabu, I love you from my heart.
Thank you
for bringing the kids. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for joining me in my celebration.
Okay, yeah, you need to shake out. Thank you for being a part of Family and Value this week. To all our crew members, we are saying we love you. Thank you. Yes, to our editor, Tolu, thank you for standing by us. Next week is going to be another wonderful, exciting week. We are going to take you through the journey of another family values. Myself and Olori are going to be doing just that. So thank you and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Please, if you're a parent that's supposed to go for open day, leave your office and go. Very important. Today is open day.
Yes, sir.
All the schools, they are observing it. Don't be too busy for them. This is the time you need to go and check those books. Thank you very much. Have a splendid weekend ahead.
And don't forget, be grateful for what you have while you pursue that which you still want. Be grateful. The heart of gratitude should be an attitude. So adopt that, and always you see something unique that will come your way. Okay, to all our youths, we love you. Be principled about what you do, and we believe as much as you go into life activities, God will direct and give you the discernment of spirit to be able to know how to put it right. from everyone. Tweet, we appreciate all our pictures. We're looking beautiful with that phone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. And we wish you the very best of this weekend. My name is Sirimino Luraduchoke. I'll be David to Monday. Yes, Joy takes us on another role on family and values. So stay tuned next week, Monday. Bye for now. Have a splendid weekend. We love you.